It's not often that I'm blindsided by a game. On the surface, Ufouria the Saga 2 looks like a very simple platformer, and to an extent it is, but its underlying design is so unique and so well crafted that the whole becomes much greater than the sum of its parts. Ufouria 2 has unexpectedly taken a very high place on my list of favorite platforming games of all time. Let's get the obvious stuff out of the way first. The game looks stunning. The style is similar to Nintendo developer Goodfield's work on Yoshi's Crafted World and Kirby's Epic Yarn. The whole world here is depicted using various arts and crafts. The characters are made of yarn, coins are golden buttons, and the levels look like they're made of felt. It's all very charming. The music is catchy and fun too. It reminds me of a modern take on an 8-bit score, which makes sense since Ufouria 2 is actually a sequel to an NES game that I had never heard of. Ufouria 2 starts out very simple. You play as a penguin wearing a beanie, off to save the day after an alien crash lands in your backyard and starts spraying purple goop all over the place. Along the way, you'll meet up with a ghost wearing sunglasses, an anglerfish with arms and legs, and a cat, each with their own abilities. You'll butt stomp enemies, throw sentient bombs, and collect coins as you traverse grassy plains, lava-filled mines, and icy caves. So far, so very basic. So what makes Ufouria 2 so great? The structure. The structure of this game is absolutely brilliant, and it makes for one of the freshest platforming experiences I've had in a long, long time. Ufouria 2 begins and revolves around a hub area. In this hub area, you'll find a few different exits that lead you to different levels. Each of these levels then contains multiple exits. As you progress, you'll unlock new abilities that allows you to reach new pathways that open up additional branching paths within each. Collectibles come in two forms, cans and coins. Abilities are gained by first collecting enough cans, which unlocks them at a vending machine in the hub area. You'll then need to buy the upgrades with the coins. In addition to these unlockable abilities, you'll also be purchasing objects like jump pads and minecarts that will then appear in the levels. Each of the characters you unlock also has their own unique abilities, like being able to swim or glide over large gaps. So the flow of the game is this. Exit the hub in one direction or another, play through a short level collecting coins and bottles, fight a boss, then choose a path to another level, play through that one, fight a boss, then return to the hub and use your coins to purchase an upgrade. Rinse and repeat. That makes it sound very repetitive, and it is, but the way Ufouria plays with repetition is genius. Metroidvania games are often plagued by one very common repetitive problem. Backtracking. Ufouria 2 has a lot of backtracking, but it sidesteps this particular issue in an ingenious way. Each level has multiple, seemingly random variations, so whenever you re-enter a stage, it's like you're playing a whole new level. The skin is the same, but the platforms, enemy placement, and collectibles are all in new places. That makes each trek through the grassy field level feel worthwhile, since it always feels like a new level. Then, once you unlock new items at the vending machines, the level variety adapts and adds new variations that take advantage of those new items and abilities, making each subsequent run feel even more distinct. At the end of each level is a boss. They are all extremely easy and very straightforward. You throw a bomb to remove the purple alien goop from the boss. Then you butt stomp them. You do this 3 times, and they're dead. They're extremely repetitive, and you'll fight the same bosses over and over and over again. But again, Ufouria pulls a rabbit out of its hat and makes this repetition actually extremely enjoyable. At the top right of the UI is an extra mission box, and every time you enter a level or a boss encounter, it will give you an additional random objective, like don't take damage or finish the boss in 10 seconds. If you successfully complete these extra missions, you'll receive a bonus pile of coins at the end of the level. And more coins means more unlockables, which means new abilities, new level variations, and new level exits. Since each level is only 2 to 3 minutes long, and each boss fight can be completed in 30 seconds or less, a run through a chain of 2 levels and 2 boss fights can take anywhere between 5 and 6 minutes. So if you can't afford something at the vending machine, it's easy and enjoyable to hop back into a level to grind out some more coins. It is an incredibly addictive loop. The rhythm of the game is another place Ufouria 2 really surprised me. You'll unlock an upgrade to your butt stomp that allows you to gain more coins if you perfect its timing. In addition to that, there's an icon that appears above your head when one of your pals finds something, and if you hit the X button at the right time, they'll give you some extra coins or a heart or some poop. It's like a mini QuickTime event in the middle of a platforming game. and combined with the butt stomp timing mechanism and the extra mission element, it creates a wonderful rhythm to each level. It's very easy to enter flow state with Ufouria 2. This game also has a really surprising sense of humor. Whether it's your main penguin guy washing his face in a toilet, or a counter that keeps track of the number of times a bird poops on you, it had me laughing more times than I expected. At the end of each level, you'll meet a character that will transport you back to the hub area. They do this by extending what looks like to me a tapeworm out of their butt, which you grab onto and ride through the skies back to the hub world. The character designs really grow on me too. They have these little skits that play out between levels or whenever you unlock a new ability, and they're surprisingly funny. I really hope we get to see more Ufouria in the future. The only negative I have with this game is that it is a bit too easy. The whole thing can be completed in about 5 to 6 hours, and the challenge never really ramps up. There's an unlockable that increases the difficulty, but by the time I had unlocked it, I had so much health, it didn't make any difference. Some of the gimmicks, too, like the minecart level, are only used once or twice, and I wish they had been more fleshed out and iterated. I really hope we get a sequel to Ufouria 2 that expands on its core design concepts. I can absolutely see Ufouria 2 becoming a cult classic. It has immediately cemented itself in my list of favorite platforming games, and I highly recommend it to anyone who enjoys classic platforming or Metroidvania games. I give Ufouria the Saga 2 a 9.4 out of 10. Thanks for watching. If you like this content, please like and subscribe, and I'll try to upload a video every week.